Welcome to Elderly Wellness Hub. 7 toxic fruits are crippling your legs forever. Stop eating them now.
Have you ever wondered why, even though you eat well, exercise, and do everything right, your legs still feel weaker? Why do the stairs seem steeper every day? Why does it take you longer now to get up from a chair than it used to? Is it just simply aging? Or is there something else quietly harming you? This might surprise you. It's not always about what you're not doing. You might be doing something without realizing how much damage it's causing. Most seniors make this mistake every day, completely confident they're making the right choice because they've been told all their life that fruit is healthy, natural, and nutritious. And for the most part, that's true. But here's a truth nobody talks about. Not all fruits are suitable for seniors. In fact, some fruits we eat weekly can weaken your legs, cause knee pain, worsen arthritis, and make walking more difficult. Those fruits often advertised as healthy can actually harm your mobility, balance, and leg strength. You see, as we age, our body's change circulation slows down. Metabolism dips in foods that once helped us can start to hurt us, especially certain fruits. They might seem harmless and taste sweet, but they're loaded with acids, carbs, and other substances that impact blood sugar, cause arthritis inflammation, and weaken your legs. This is what makes your legs weak. This damage happens slowly, subtly, and goes unnoticed until one day you feel sharp pain in your calf, persistent discomfort in your thigh, or stiffness in your knee just after a brisk walk. Today, I'm going to reveal the 7 most dangerous fruits that seniors over 60 should avoid, especially if you want to protect your legs from long-term damage, pain, and weakness. Though they may seem harmless, none of these fruits are truly safe. You'll never look at your fruit bowl the same way once you know the truth. So stick with me if you value your strength and want to keep your legs steady, strong, and pain-free. Your body might be waiting for this wake-up call. But hold on just a moment before we dive in. Hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications if you're concerned about your health. Because here, we reveal truths no one else talks about. And I want to know if you're following along, so let me know if you're watching. If this video strikes a chord with you, drop a comment below. If not, just type 0. You might not realize how important your voice really is. Let's start by talking about the first fruit on the list. It's praised for its anti-inflammatory properties, but it can actually have the opposite effect on older adults. Let's talk about pineapple. Pineapple, the first fruit, quietly gathered information and wrote 500 words. Pineapple. The climate here is tropical. It's sweet and delicious. It brings vitality. Because it contains a substance called bromelain, it's been hailed for years as a natural anti-inflammatory. But here's the surprise. Although many believe pineapple helps reduce inflammation, it may quietly cause problems for seniors. You see, pineapple contains strong acids and natural sugars, and those sugars aren't as harmless as they seem, especially if you're over 60. Let me clarify. Our blood vessels become more fragile and sensitive as we age. They don't respond to increased sugar the same way anymore. Despite its benefits, pineapple still delivers a large natural sugar load into the bloodstream. How does this affect you? It causes a rapid spike in your blood sugar. The tiny veins that supply blood to your feet and lower legs can get damaged by that sudden surge. As circulation worsens over time, less oxygen reaches your feet. And you know what that leads to? Pain, fatigue, and swelling. After a short walk, you might feel a dull aching in your legs and have stiff knees when you stand. Your ankles suddenly hurt, even if you've been sitting all day. There's more. Pineapple is acidic. Besides being sweet, its acid can irritate your joints, especially if you already have arthritis or inflammation. It can heat up painful spots in your ankles, hips, and knees like fuel on a fire. Some people even notice their legs feel heavy after eating pineapple, as if their strength is draining away. Also, if you're taking any medications, especially blood thinners, be aware of the enzyme bromelain. Some medications can interact with it, making their effects either too strong or not strong enough. But the most dangerous part is this. There are no obvious negative side effects from pineapple. No clear side effects at all. No clear signs to watch for. Instead, it slowly sneaks in until you realize you just can't move like you used to. And that's the saddest part. Most seniors don't realize that the fruit they eat for health reasons could be contributing to their years of leg weakness. So what can you do? You don't have to avoid pineapple entirely, but you need to be aware and speak up, especially if you're dealing with persistent leg pain or unexplained swelling. This harm is subtle, but very real. Now, if a fruit with anti-inflammatory properties like pineapple can harm aging legs this way, what about the next fruit? It's soft and flexible. Quite interesting. It's well known for boosting muscle strength and potassium levels. But it might be fooling you. Let's talk about bananas. The second fruit is the banana, the muscle imposter. Soft, sweet, and rich in potassium, bananas are a great food. They're believed to provide energy, prevent cramps, and be good for muscles. However, the story changes for older adults. Bananas have natural sugars and fast-digesting carbs. This means right after eating them, your blood sugar spikes, and your body may start resisting insulin if this happens often. Blood flow weakens. Inflammation increases. Your legs hurt too. As a result, you might experience dull aches when walking or climbing stairs, heavy legs after meals, and calf stiffness. But it doesn't stop there. Bananas also cause your body to hold on to more fluid, especially if you have heart problems. This leads to joint stiffness, swollen feet, and swollen ankles. This effect is quiet and unnoticed. You believe they help your muscles, so you keep eating them. Instead, they may slowly drain your strength. The worst part is yet to come. You won't feel it right away, but over time, eating bananas can make moving harder and increase your pain. Think about the fruit on your plate. What if something even smaller could do this too? If you often feel heavy, sore, or swollen legs, bananas might not be as good for you as you think. What if something even smaller could cause this? Bananas are known for muscle support, cute and charming and look innocent, but they can actually inflame your joints. Let's talk about grapes. The third fruit is grapes, small but significantly inflammatory. Grapes. They look innocent, small, juicy, and easy to snack on. They also have a good reputation for heart health and are full of antioxidants. However, most people don't know this. Seniors may experience mild leg pain, stiffness, and inflammation when eating grapes. Why? Because grapes contain fructose, a sugar that can be harmful in high amounts. It's processed directly by your liver and turns into fat and uric acid if your liver can't keep up. The real damage starts there, especially in your toes, ankles, and knees. Uric acid builds up in the joints. It causes sharp pain and swelling and flare-ups. The persistent pain can make even light walking difficult. Have you ever felt a sudden stabbing pain in your big toe at night? Or sudden stiffness in your calf muscles? Sometimes, something as simple as eating a handful of grapes can cause uric acid levels to spike. And it doesn't stop there. Your body's chronic inflammation is also fueled by fructose. This leads to slower movement, increased pressure, and more stiffness. Grapes are just too easy to overeat. They're small enough to nibble on. They're light, too. But before you know it, you've eaten 2 or 3 cups. Plus, the sugar adds up quickly. So while grapes seem like a healthy snack, they can actually weaken your joints, reduce flexibility, and make your feet less comfortable as you age. Now you know what's hiding behind that sweetness. But if you're eating grapes regularly and feeling more stiffness and swelling, there are other delicious fruits that can cause harm besides grapes. Another one is fresh, bright, and well known for its hydrating properties. But don't be fooled. Inside, it acts like sugar, even though it tastes like water. Let's talk about watermelon. The fourth fruit is watermelon, the ultimate refreshing treat. Watermelon is light, fresh, and symbolizes hydration and summer. Could this watery fruit be harmful to your feet? Sounds strange, right? Everyone agrees watermelon's a great way to stay hydrated, low in calories, and mostly water. But here's the secret. Watermelon has a very high glycemic index, That means it spikes your blood sugar quickly, just like candy. Plus, older adults face significant harm from frequent blood sugar spikes, especially in their feet. Let's break it down. Your body releases insulin when blood sugar rises quickly, but insulin regulation doesn't work as well in aging bodies. This causes inflammation, especially in areas with poor circulation. Where? Your calves, ankles, and knees. You might feel foot fatigue right after eating, discomfort when you walk briskly, persistent, strange swelling around your ankles. Climbing stairs starts to feel like climbing a mountain. Watermelon is light in texture, but inside, it acts like a sneaky trap, gently wearing down your feet. Most people eat a lot because it's sweet and refreshing. One slice turns into 2, then 3. More sugar, more stress, more inflammation. It's a mistake. You think you're just drinking water, but instead, your blood sugar spikes. Your circulation starts to suffer, and the result? Your legs begin to ache. Does watermelon really help seniors stay hydrated? Or does every bite just add to the discomfort when you move? Maybe it's time to rethink if you don't eat watermelon often, and your legs have been feeling more tired lately. Now let's move on to fruits related to vitamin C and overall health. Juices, immune-boosting drinks, and breakfast staples are all included here. But seniors can sometimes have joint issues triggered by acidity. Let's talk about oranges. Oranges are the 5th fruit, a source of acid attacking the joints. Oranges are clever fruits. They have a fresh scent. They're everywhere from juice and supplements to your breakfast plate. People believe oranges boost immunity thanks to vitamin C, but oranges might hide an uncomfortable truth for older adults, especially those over 60. Acid, the very thing joints don't like, is what causes that sharp, burning feeling. Oranges are high in citrus acid. While this seems normal, it can irritate joints, especially if your body is already fighting inflammation, stiffness, or arthritis. When you wake up, you might notice your knees stiffening, persistent hip pain, discomfort after sitting for a while, reduced mobility, and increased swelling. You may just think it's part of aging, but the healthy habit of drinking orange juice every morning might actually be contributing to the very pain you're trying to prevent. Here's what's really happening. Citric acid in oranges doesn't just stay in your stomach. It enters your bloodstream and can worsen soft tissues in your joints. It also causes blood sugar fluctuations when combined with the fruit's natural sugars. And what's the result? Inflammation all over your body. Every step feels heavier and more painful as inflammation spreads to your knees, ankles, and calves. You see, oranges may not harm younger people, but in older adults with aging joints and slower circulation, this effect develops subtly but surely. The hardest part? You do this believing you're doing something good for yourself. Oranges have long been seen as beneficial for health, but now you know they might not be so good for your well-being after all. So what comes next? The next fruit is neat in appearance. Green, crisp, and low in sugar. Many believe it's a safe choice, but it hides a problem that can cause nighttime leg cramps, knee pain, and hip discomfort. Now let's talk about green apples. Green apples, the 6th fruit, are a secret cause of leg pain. They look crisp, clean, and organic. Most people, especially seniors, believe they're a healthier choice because they're less sweet. They seem like a healthy, low-sugar snack, but most people don't realize this. Green apples can cause fatigue, muscle stiffness, and leg pain. Malic acid and hidden natural sugars are the 2 main culprits. Let's talk about malic acid first. Green apples are sour because of this acid. It can upset older adults' digestive systems, even though it's fine for younger people. Our intestinal lining becomes more sensitive as we age. Plus, malic acid can irritate tissues, including joints, once it enters the body. After eating green apples, some seniors experience sharp hip or thigh pain. Others feel warmth in their legs or stiffness in their knees. It takes time for this to happen, but over time, acid builds up and the pain becomes more frequent. Now let's talk about sugar. Green apples still contain natural sugar, even if they're less sweet than red apples. This sugar causes blood sugar swings in seniors whose metabolism slows down. Your calves may feel tired. You might get leg cramps at night, feel stiff in the morning, or weak climbing stairs. The challenging part is green apples are often eaten raw as a snack, sometimes right before bedtime. So your body is constantly affected by them. They seem very healthy and pure. But green apples can make walking harder, stiffen joints, and make your aging body feel restless in the evening. What about a tropical fruit, nutrient-rich and super sweet, that could have this effect, especially if a basic fruit like this can? One of the most popular fruits around. Let's talk about the real sugar bomb, the mango. Mango, the seventh fruit, is a major sugar source for your joints. Mangoes are juicy, soft, and sweet. Almost everyone loves them, especially during the summer months. But here's the truth. Mangoes might be the most harmful fruit for seniors with weak joints and leg pain. Why? Because they're packed with natural sugars. And I'm not talking about just a little. I'm talking about a significant amount of sugar that can cause your blood sugar to spike suddenly and quickly. Nowadays, your body can usually handle this spike if you're active and under 30 years old. However, your metabolism changes after age 60. The insulin spike and the subsequent drop are caused by that sugar surge. And every time this happens, your body creates deep inflammation inside your joints, especially in the soft tissues around your ankles, hips, and knees. Especially if you have nerve issues, you might feel burning in your toes, persistent tingling, or swelling around your feet at night, or a heavy spreading sensation in your legs. Because mangoes taste mild, fresh, and don't feel like a heavy meal, it's easy to eat large portions. But doing that only makes things worse. But here's the catch. That feeling of relief isn't related to your body. Sugar is the real cause behind this reaction. Plus, over time, this sugar can cause joint pain, slow movement, and unsteady legs. Many seniors eat mangoes thinking they're a naturally healthy treat. And that's understandable. However, natural doesn't always mean safe for poor circulation and aging joints. Now you see the whole picture. Although praised for health benefits, these 7 fruits actually have negative effects on people over 60. But here's the good news. Some fruits work the opposite way. They help keep your legs strong and toned, reduce joint pain, and fight inflammation. Next, let's discuss alternative treatments and what seniors should eat instead. Let's move on to fruits you can enjoy once you know which ones to avoid. Because eating the right fruits not only satisfies your hunger, but also helps your body heal. First, let's talk about berries. Blackberries, raspberries, blueberries, and so on. These small fruits have powerful anti-inflammatory effects. They don't affect blood sugar, are rich in antioxidants, and low in sugar. Best of all, they improve blood flow, especially in the legs. They promote easier movement, reduce stiffness, and decrease swelling. Next is cherries, but in small amounts. In fact, cherries can help lower uric acid, which reduces the chances of gout flare-ups and joint pain. They ease joint pain and the burning feeling in your knees or toes. A handful of cherries, not the whole bunch, can provide significant pain relief. Next up is avocado. This really is a fruit. It's also one of the best foods for joint health. Why? Because it has plenty of good fats that help reduce inflammation inside your body and protect your joints. Plus, it supports insulin regulation, providing steady energy without causing blood sugar spikes. Are you looking for something easy to digest? Try papaya. The enzymes in this soft tropical fruit help reduce inflammation and aid digestion. It's great for aging joints and gentle on the stomach. Also, remember to eat pears with a small amount of fiber or protein. They have a mild sweetness, not too sugary. They give your body energy without putting too much strain on your feet. Instead of working against your body, each of these fruits supports it. They don't cause discomfort. They don't make you swell up. They help your body find the vitality, balance, and peace it's been longing for. Remember, it's not just about eating fruit, but choosing the right fruit for your age. The kinds of fruit that fit your body right now, and you start to feel that when you make those choices consciously, stronger steps, calmer movements, and clearer mornings. Let's wrap up with a few closing thoughts, some wise advice, and a message just for you. There's one thing you need to keep in mind if you've made it this far. You're worried about your future, your health, and your strength. And I want you to hear this loud and clear. It's never too late for you to make a change. You still have time to heal, and you're not the only one going through this. Aging is tough. Pain, stiffness, and fear of falling creep in gradually. Sometimes, it can even feel like your body is disappearing. But here's the truth. You can take charge by making reasonable, modest adjustments instead of extreme measures. One meal, one fruit, and one choice at a time. While the fruits we talked about today aren't harmful, they might not be the best fit for your health anymore. And that's okay. Because aging doesn't mean giving up. It means being smarter. You'll notice the difference. The key is to be smarter. You'll notice the difference when you start eating mindfully and choosing meals that boost your health, circulation, and joints. Less discomfort, more flexibility, easier mornings, and lighter steps. That's what this effort is all about. Not fear or restriction. I want to hear from you right now. Tell us what you've learned today and what changes you're ready to make in the comments below. Because we all grow by sharing, let's support each other. It might even help open your eyes a little more. Click the like button if this video was helpful to you or even helped broaden your perspective. Subscribe to make sure you don't miss any information that could change your health. Hit the bell. Before you go, please leave a comment if this video was helpful. If not, just type 0. You might not realize how important your feedback really is. Stay strong and observant, and never forget that your independence stands on your feet.